Hey there, Internet Explorers. We all know and love the internet. It's where we get our cat videos, argue with strangers about nothing, and occasionally, learn something. But what you see on Google, social media, and even your favorite news site, that's just the tip of the iceberg. Lurking beneath the surface is a whole lot more, hidden from casual view. We're talking about the deep web and the dark web. These terms get thrown around a lot, often interchangeably, and often incorrectly, usually in hushed, ominous tones. But what are they really? Are they as scary and nefarious as they sound? Well, buckle up, internet buddies, because we're about to take a deep dive into the hidden layers of the internet. We'll separate fact from fiction, debunk some myths, and hopefully come out on the other side with a better understanding of what exactly goes on in the internet's basement. Think of it like this. The internet is like an onion. The surface web is the outer layer, easy to peel away and access. But the deep web and the dark web, those are the inner layers, requiring a little more effort to reach. And yes, they might make you cry a little. Let's start with the deep web, shall we? Despite sounding like something out of a superhero movie, the deep web is actually pretty mundane. It's essentially anything on the internet that isn't indexed by standard search engines. Think of it like this. Google is like a librarian, diligently cataloging websites for easy access. The deep web is like a secret collection of books hidden in a locked room. The librarian doesn't know they're there, so they don't show up in the library's catalog. What kind of stuff is hidden away in this secret collection? Mostly boring, everyday things actually. Your online banking portal? Deep web. That private Facebook group you joined for knitting enthusiasts? Deep web. Academic databases, cloud storage services, even that password-protected work intranet you try to avoid? You guessed it, deep web. The key takeaway here is that the deep web isn't inherently good or bad. It's just a catch-all term for any part of the internet that requires some form of authentication or special software to access. It's about privacy, not secrecy. And frankly, we all use the deep web every day without even realizing it. So next time someone whispers deep web like it's some kind of forbidden knowledge, you can confidently say, "Oh, you mean like my Gmail account?" Now onto the more mysterious and often misunderstood sibling, the dark web. If the deep web is a locked room, the dark web is a hidden bunker inside that room, accessible only through a secret passageway. It's a small subsection of the deep web that exists on overlay networks, most famously Tor, the onion router. Accessing the dark web requires specific software and configurations, making it intentionally difficult to find and use. This anonymity is precisely what makes the dark web attractive to certain crowds. We're talking about the folks who like to operate outside the law and beyond the reach of traditional surveillance. Think illegal marketplaces selling everything from stolen data and counterfeit goods to, well, things we probably shouldn't mention on a family-friendly show. You'll also find anonymous forums for discussing sensitive or taboo topics, some harmless, some decidedly less so. The dark web is also a haven for whistleblowers, journalists, and activists, operating in repressive regimes where freedom of speech is restricted. It's important to remember that unlike the deep web, which is largely neutral in its purpose, the dark web is intentionally designed for anonymity, often attracting activity that thrives in the shadows. It's a digital Wild West, with all the lawlessness and danger that implies. Section 4, Dark versus Deep, Untangling the Web. So, let's recap, shall we? The deep web is like the internet's subconscious, vast and mostly harmless. It's everything that's not indexed by standard search engines requiring logins or specific software to access. Think online banking, private social media groups, and cloud storage. It's about privacy and controlling access to information. The dark web, on the other hand, is a small, deliberately hidden part of the deep web. It thrives on anonymity and is accessed using specialized software like Tor. It's home to both legitimate and illicit activities, from anonymous forums and whistleblowing platforms to illegal marketplaces and hacker communities. The key difference? Intent. The deep web is designed for privacy and controlled access. The dark web is designed for anonymity and often attracts activity that prefers to remain hidden. Think of it like this. The deep web is like a speakeasy during Prohibition. You need to know the password to get in, but once you're inside, it's just a bar. The dark web is like a secret society meeting in the back room of that speakeasy, where the activities are a bit more clandestine and the clientele a bit more, shall we say, discerning. Section 5. Myths and misconceptions. Separating fact from fiction. Okay, so we've established that the deep web isn't inherently bad and the dark web isn't just a den of iniquity, though it certainly has its share of shady corners. But there's still a lot of misinformation floating around about both, so let's clear up a few things, shall we? Myth: the deep web and the dark web are the same thing. Fact: we've been over this, people. The dark web is a small part of the deep web, like a single bad apple in a whole orchard. Myth: everything on the dark web is illegal. Fact: while the dark web certainly hosts a lot of illegal activity, it's also used for legitimate purposes, like protecting the anonymity of journalists, activists, and whistleblowers. Myth: simply accessing the dark web is illegal. Fact: think of it like this. Walking into a shady bar isn't illegal, but buying something illegal inside it certainly is. The same goes for the dark web. Accessing it isn't inherently illegal, but engaging in illegal activities on it definitely is. Myth: the dark web is only for tech geniuses. Fact: while navigating the dark web can be tricky, it's not rocket science. There are plenty of resources available to help even the least tech-savvy individuals access it. Of course, whether or not you should access it is a different story.